What's up, guys? Welcome to this is basically our last WandaVision breakdowns, theories, and spoilers because our review for episode 9, we're going to be basically saying everything that happens, and that's. But I still will do spoilers and breakdown videos for when more Marvel like shows come out. But episode 8, if you guys haven't seen episode 8, that's it's in the description, and it's probably going to be one of the videos that come across at the end, and this was, as I said in episode 8, this was a flashback episode. We get a flashback with Agatha and like all the witches, and it's like she's going to be like executed for like breaking like all the rules.
Well,
It looks like it.
they explain that it's very, very brief. They explain that the witch trials weren't necessarily because I did the Crucible in high school when so I'm familiar with the Salem witch trials in real life because in real life
I'm aware of it too.
It was colonialist. It was like a colonialist agenda, pseudo-Christian Protestant agenda for the most part. That was, the government versus just anyone who they claimed witchcraft over, which at the time was like 200 people. 30 of them were proven guilty, I guess, and half of pretty much everyone was hung at the stake because they accused men, women, children, 2 priests, and a dog, I think it was.
A dog? Wow.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't aware of that one.
They accused a dog of witchcraft. It was nuts. And when I did the Crucible, that was one of the things that got brought up was, it was wrongful accusations. It was very religiously and politically fueled. And it was, they call it, that's why they call it a witch hunt nowadays. Yeah. But, and then in this universe, it's a coven of witches who accuse, I guess, other witches of, breaking the rules of said coven. So in this case, she stole the book.
Because is that how it was interpreted?
It was very brief. They kind of, because it was her mom said that because her mom is like the head of the coven or something. So when they were talking about when they were putting her at the stake, and her mom was like, you violated like the coven of something involving it was because there was a hierarchy. So she wasn't old enough to delve into like, the what was it? The Sorcerer Supreme level type magic, which was dark magic, or that's one of them at least. Because she wasn't old enough to, manipulate that level of that kind of magic on her own. So they were going to execute her for, doing that. But, by the way, I love that opening scene.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was amazing. Like I was so sure that she was going to be burned at the stake, but then I was like, wait, no, she's being tied by magic. Wait, they're all witches. Wait, what's going on?
Yeah. I love how it gave me that Sam Raimi vibe. Because I know whenever you guys think of, I know that I'm pretty sure whenever you guys think of Sam Raimi, you think of the Spider-Man movies. Whenever I think of Sam Raimi, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Evil Dead trilogy. My favorite horror movie franchise ever, bar none, with the exception of maybe the Universal monsters. But like that, when it hit, that kind of hit home for me when I watched it, because it was like there were some parts in there where I was like, oh my God. She sucked the life out of them.
I know. Gosh, that was incredible to see.
And just seeing like the corpses on the ground, I was like,
that design, God, the design for the corpses. Oh my gosh, they made them so well. How did they?
It was practical. I love, and it's just that was one of those little Sam Raimi-esque things that I was like, oh my God, yes. Evil Dead, Necronomicon, yes. This is up my alley. Give me more. Give me more.
Well, that was just one scene, continuing, talk about like the episode and like just analyzing it. We see, well, it's basically the it's where we left off from episode 7, but it's different lines.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do want to briefly talk about something before we move on to that part.
Okay, sorry.
Did you? I bet you guys noticed this. But like some kind of crown appeared on the mother's head in the coven when she was using her magic. What do you think that stands for? What do you think that's supposed to mean? Do you think it's supposed to signify what kind of who she is, or reference a comic character?
It was a comic reference. I don't know which. I can't remember which one it was.
It's a comic reference, but there's so many that it's hard to.
Of course,
I want to say it might have been Enchantress, but I'm not sure.
It could be.
It might.
Could be. That's a possibility, but who knows?
Or might be Sidica, as Josh has been mentioned Sidica in the last breakdown.
Or maybe it could just be foreshadowing for something that could potentially anyway. I guess we'll talk about that later. Yeah, well, let's move on back to
moving on. So Agnes, not Agnes, Agatha Harkness, basically traumatizes Wanda throughout this whole episode, and we're seeing like flashbacks, her origin story. It's about like him and Pietro, and how like even before Age of Ultron, how she was like brainwashed by Hydra and she was volunteering for Hydra. And
my gosh, going through that, oh my gosh, it was so sad. Like her childhood memories were just it shedded so much light as to why sitcoms. Now we know that it was because she and her family, that during like the war in Sokovia, when they were laying low in their apartments, they used sitcoms as a means of escape and to learn English. And gosh, it makes so much sense as to why Wanda would want to make this reality a sitcom reality, because that's how she copes with all of this stuff.
And
just in the middle of doing it while they were watching the sitcom, her favorite, Dick Van Dyke. That's why the first episode was heavily based on.
Right.
The bomb just goes off. Like they're happy, they're smiling, they're all just kind of watching the TV, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, the wall comes crumbling down. Oh my good God, that shocked me so much. It just came out of nowhere. I knew it was going to happen at some point, but I didn't think it was going to be like so sudden.
That was pretty instantaneous.
Yeah,
okay, and we're here now. Okay.
Yeah, and aside from that, what was really cool is like the box with all the DVDs. Those were all the sitcoms that they referenced throughout this whole series. There was Malcolm in the Middle on that box. There was Bewitched. I think there was.
Yeah, that was Brady Bunch. I really liked that they decided to show where their inspirations came from by having them all in that briefcase.
Yeah,
and it also worked in an in-universe explanation as well.
And it's interesting that we saw like a Stark Industries bomb like that.
Well, I mean, that was always a thing
it was always a thing, but just we haven't seen like one of those in like a long time. It's like think about we've seen them in Iron Man and Iron Man 2 and possibly other Iron Man movies, but we haven't seen it in a long time since Tony Stark doesn't like make weapons that are like dangerous anymore.
Yeah, not to mention it gave us an explanation as to why the bomb didn't go off.
Yeah, I would like the in the past it was always that the bomb was just defective. But if you really think about it, it's Stark tech. He makes sure that it's not.
Right.
So retconning it into it being a probability hex that Wanda subconsciously casted upon the bomb is actually incredibly smart.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Josh and I have been like we were talking before we did the episode 8 review in this video. We were, just seeing the parents, because we know. So if you guys don't read the comics, if you guys don't know this, so Wanda Maximoff is actually the daughter of Magneto from X-Men, but what if this is not Magneto and this is just, what if Wanda and Pietro were just like, what if they were adopted and these are not their actual parents?
It's possible, but I'm willing to bet that it's not true. It's possible that their parents are just regular people. Well, I would like to see Magneto, their father Magneto, and whoever Magneto married. I don't know his significant other's name, but it would be very interesting to see that. But I doubt that it's going to happen.
Well, it might happen later once they introduce more mutants. So not necessarily now, but possibly phase 5. I'm thinking
maybe
we don't know, but
who knows?
And also we saw, because it is mentioned, well, it's seen and it's mentioned that Wanda actually took Vision from the sword like facility, and
everyone thought that that's what happened, but turns out no, that was a blatant lie.
No, Hayward lied. He totally lied, and I'm saying,
okay, so I'm just going to say this,
Hayward.
I'm going to say this: as much as I didn't really like Hayward, I always understood his reasoning, because I was like, she stole sword tech, therefore he wants to get that tech back. It makes sense that he is antagonizing her, or an antagonist of her. But now I'm just like, good God, he's a douche.
No, he let her.
I didn't. He's an asshole. He's not good with.
But now it's kind of making me think, what exactly is his plan? Why is he against Wanda? Why does he want to turn people against Wanda?
Yeah, it's a good question to ask. And let's talk about that post-credit scene after the episode. So we see Vision again, but this time it's white or silver Vision,
spectral Vision, light Vision.
Apparently it's based on a comic book storyline in which Vision died and then was built back up, but retained no memories or emotions.
No, it definitely is. It definitely is. That's what they're trying to go for.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really have to tell you two that. You would already know that.
I know, we knew that. And I also found it interesting that when Wanda first enters Westview, she actually uses her magic to make the house.
Yeah, I actually
live in.
I was not expecting that the house was just unbuilt.
I wasn't expecting either. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't know this, here's I'm gonna give you guys some trivia. So that house, that's the same house from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh
wow, that's the same.
Is it house. Really?
Oh wow,
it is.
I didn't. Wow.
No, it is.
That's pretty cool.
it is pretty cool when you think about it. I got that from IMDb, and it's pretty cool, like to think about. And just it's cool that we see a scene with Wanda and Vision, but it's archive footage, but it's like after Age of Ultron, and they're watching Malcolm in the Middle, but they're also like sharing a moment with each other.
What is grief? What is grief if not love persevering?
Yeah,
that really hits home. It's so such a beautiful line.
Yeah,
someone who's been having a lot of existential crises recently, it is my God, it's such a good line that gives me a lot of hope. And
yeah, and guys, I want to hear you guys' opinion, because let's talk about the ending. So the ending, we see Agatha like tying her kids, and what really got me excited is when she called Wanda Scarlet Witch, because that's the first time she's referred to Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah, that reveal. Oh god, I just love that. And I love that there was a reason for that. Like the Scarlet, she didn't have the Scarlet Witch name. It's because it's not a code name like it is in the comics. It's a being among the community of witches, among the witchcraft community.
But not only that, I'm not done talking about what I have to say. I want to know you guys' opinions. So do you think Wanda is gonna fix all of this shit and like chaos that's happening around her, or is she going to side by side Agatha? Because I know some point in the comics she does team up with Agatha. And I guess
I don't think so. I think Agatha's going to be the antagonist. I don't think that they're going to be working together.
She is, but
I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is that Agatha's probably going to inadvertently mentor Wanda, since she doesn't really know any of the basics, but still has all this power anyway.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I liked how they explained why we get Pietro from the Fox X-Men series. So that was actually a fake Pietro, but he is actually Quicksilver and the X-Men series. But it's so cool to see Evan Peters.
There are a lot of people who were disappointed by that, and I can understand why. But honestly, I think that everybody just had too high of expectations. I was kind of always all like, it's probably just a nod.
Yeah.
Though I do still wish that it was something more.
I kind of wish that too. Even though he was fake, we probably will possibly see him again in the future of the MCU. Either if they recast Quicksilver, or if they just keep Evan Peters, from the Fox trilogy.
Maybe.
A thought just occurred to me though. Like,
what's up?
If he's supposed to be like just a regular citizen, how does he have superpowers?
Well,
maybe there is more to him than we know. Maybe Agatha did like pull him from something or I don't know. It's confusing.
It's a lot to take in and think about. I know it's a lot to take in and think about.
That's a question they may or may not answer in the next episode, just like all the other questions that we thought we were going to have answered, but
I know, right?
Like who's the aerospace engineer? We didn't get that.
We're probably not ever gonna get that anytime soon. Maybe it'll be explained sometime in the future.
Yeah,
I do think
that too.
I do think there was a theory going around recently, more recently, that it was like, it's not Mephisto, it's not Nightmare, and like in terms of like the big bad of who are we doing this for? Who is Agatha really doing any of this for? Because there was a theory that like she's afraid of Wanda because Wanda is like this mystical, like, because I thought you were a myth. The Scarlet Witch was a myth that was created by the coven, or at least it was prophesized by, this coven of witches, which then was fulfilled when Wanda came into contact with the Mind Stone.
Right.
So the theory is that Agatha is actually afraid of Wanda because she has this chaos magic, which is like the ultimate, in basically, it's the ultimate in magic pretty much in the Marvel universe.
And what's really,
I can buy that. I believe that.
And that it was created by Chthon.
Chthon
was one of the elder demons who basically gave Wanda her powers. So there's a theory that, it's actually Chthon, and that, Agatha is kind of afraid that this is kind of this whole prophecy might come true kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, but can I just say this? I know Wanda got her powers by the Mind Stone, but it like that scene like where they were under when there was the Stark Industries bomb. What if she did? What if she had like the powers like before, like her?
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what they were saying. Yeah, she has some sort of mystical prowess about her already.
Mystical magic.
She was born with it, but then the Mind Stone enhanced it. And it gave her that classic comic book shot of just a silhouette in the.
Gosh,
that was an awesome shot. I was like, yes,
shot.
yes.
And honestly, it makes me kind of think that by the end of all of this, she is going to finally get her crown. She's going to finally get her headpiece. And my guess is that it's probably going to appear the same way that Mother Witch has her crown form above her when she's form on her head when she's doing magic. I feel like that it's going to be the same thing with Wanda. It's going to form on her when she finally learns how to harness her magical abilities to their full potential.
Yeah.
What if Agatha wants that crown?
That could be kind of cool, but
that's a good thing to think about. What if?
How did you do it?
The crown really doesn't. I think it's more of a symbol than anything.
Yeah, but still, she's asking, how did you do it? Through Pietro, she's asking, how did you create all this? How were you able? That's her whole thing. She goes back through Wanda's past to be like, how did you do any of this? How have you become so powerful? Because her power, she's powerful, but she's able to control it, and it's limited. With Wanda, Wanda has almost limitless power, and it's damn near uncontrollable.
Yeah. So it's either that she's afraid or it's because she wants what she has, which I can totally believe either one of them.
Yeah. So I think that basically wraps up our breakdown. There's and I forgot.
Sure? I really feel like that we have a lot more to talk about.
I mean, we always do.
We always do. Oh yeah. Also, I think you guys watching this already know this, but Spider-Man 3's title got dropped. It's now called Spider-Man No Way Home. So that's when we talk about the third Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, call it No Way Home. Because don't get confused with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, because there's also Tobey Maguire has a movie called Spider-Man 3. So Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. And
cool.
It's interesting to see how this will tie into No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness, even if Andrew and Toby aren't in the third movie. If they are not, but if they're not telling Tom, or if they're totally not, and if it's all just like theories and rumors. But it's interesting to think about,
We still need that multiverse clarification there, and whether it's going to come in here or if it's going to kind of come in later, maybe with Loki, because we know that's going to have some Nexus type stuff.
I am so excited for Loki. It looks so incredibly good. It looks so dark. Yeah. I just love it.
All right. Should we just end the breakdown right now? Because I don't think there is anything else to talk about. Anyway.
Well, I still kind of want to talk about a little bit more. So I know that that a lot of people are wondering stuff like, who is the witness protection person that Jimmy Woo was talking about, and who is Dottie, and who is the Luke Skywalker level cameo? My guess is that I kind of want to say. My guess is that the Luke Skywalker level cameo was probably Evan Peters. I feel like that people are probably having too high of expectations and thinking that it's going to be like some really, really big character, but it would be more of. But I'm pretty sure that Evan Peters, he's really the only person that I can think of that would have that kind of have that reaction for most people.
Yeah.
So far,
maybe. Well.
And as for Dottie, I'm actually kind of unsure if she's really going to be anything. I think that she might have been a red herring that the fans have created themselves.
Yeah, maybe that was the red herring.
Yeah, I'm still unsure of Dottie as well.
Let's see, and then the last thing, the witness protection person, I'm starting to think is never going to be revealed, and is probably going to be more of probably just a reason for the government people to be there and nothing more than that.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that could be a possibility. Yeah.
Is that it, Joey? You got that out of your system?
I think so.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. Just talking about some stuff that I feel like people are having too high of expectations for, and just my personal opinions on how they're going to be revealed.
Okay. All right. Anyway, as I was saying before, thank you guys for watching. And there will be no part. I think it's part 8. There will be no part 8 since our final WandaVision review will be, well, first half will be spoiler, and the second half will be like spoiler review. So stay tuned for that next week. Don't forget to subscribe to me if you're new here. Like and favorite this video and share it with your friends if you want to. But please subscribe because every bit helps. Don't forget to subscribe to Joey, who's also Wingless Moonstone, and go follow him on Twitch and all of his other social media. And you don't have anything on your YouTube channel yet, but you're almost there, as you said.
Almost done. My first proper video is almost finished. Halfway there.
Go give him a sub. Go give him a sub. He needs it.
Yeah. Also,
thank you.
Give him a sub. Yeah. He needs all the love and support that he needs.
Yeah. And also, don't forget to go subscribe to my brother Josh. Hitting it already with 327 subscribers. Nice. Right on, Josh. Nice job. He's got 2 Godzilla videos, Godzilla vs. Kong videos out. He will have IGN Godzilla clip analysis and reaction trailer out. He has a Snyder Cut trailer reaction and analysis video that's already out, that came out yesterday. And he's got a Mortal Kombat trailer reaction and analysis 2 coming out, and he also has an Ultraman video coming out, which he still is working on and still not released yet. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys again for watching. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, and for our last review of WandaVision, we will be announcing what show we will be doing next. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week, and we'll see you in the future. Peace, and make sure you stay awesome, stay positive, and I hope you guys are doing well, since this is still a pandemic. Still go outside, but wear a mask and stay like 6 feet apart from people, and just be healthy too. Be healthy too. And as Josh would say, rock on.
Rock on.
Yeah.
Remember to be positive and stay awesome, everybody.
That's awesome. It's already said, but yeah, he said it again if you guys don't remember it. And wow, I can't believe we're almost to episode 9. We will see you guys next week. We are so excited. We will see you guys next week for episode 9. And we're going to be announcing our next show. So stay tuned for that. All right, we out of here. This episode's done. This breakdown video is done. All right. Right at time. All right.
I'm excited.
All right. See ya. Bye.